The English Premier League opening weekend was fun. Arsenal's game against Leicester City was superb. Manchester United are already running away with the league. Chelsea, however, did not have a good start as they were stunned by Burnley at Stamford Bridge. In Spain, we had a double dose of La Liga. Real Madrid fans are happy, Barcelona fans are sad. We are here. This is Weekend Action brought to you by Paul's Ghana Sports. My name is Kwame Boache. On this edition of Weekend Action, we take a look at 4 games. The first one we are going to take a look at is Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea. Now, this is Tottenham's game, playing at the Wembley Stadium and not White Hart Lane, so it's going to be a big pitch. All the fans can get a place in the stadium with some empty seats we've heard coming up. Now, Chelsea lost their first game against Burnley, so they will look on to get back on winning ways. But the Chelsea problem is way deeper than we think. The sale of Matic, Diego Costa's fight, so Antonio Conte has a lot of work to do if he's supposed to boost his team's morale and get them back to winning way. He will have to do with some red card players and also some injuries, so that's going to be a tough one against the Tottenham side that won against Newcastle. Now, Manchester United will be traveling to play Jordan Ayew's Swansea City. Now, they had a good start, scoring 4 goals without reply against West Ham United in their first game. Mourinho will be happy, but his team goes in for another test in the second week of the English Premier League. Now, the German Bundesliga is also back, and champions Bayern Munich would be playing Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Bayern Munich won the league by a way high margin last season, and their start is going to be against Bayer Leverkusen on Friday night. Now, that's going to be a tough one to start your season, but I think considering how much they blew teams away in last season's Bundesliga, this is not going to be trouble for Bayern Munich. Our last game, of course, will be Barcelona. Now, the Spanish La Liga is back, but Barcelona have had tests in the Spanish Super Cup. Real Madrid were just splendid in those games, and Barca would have to find a way to get back to winning ways. Without Neymar, the team is not quite ticking. We are not relating it to the Neymar deal, but I think there are a whole lot of issues with Barcelona. They are signing the wrong kind of players. Although they are still searching, they have the Neymar money, of course, but this is going to be really interesting. So our last game would be Barcelona versus Real Betis in the Spanish La Liga. Now we move on to our players to watch in these 4 games. And for our first game, that is Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea, Antonio Conte chose Michy Batshuayi over Alvaro Morata, his signing this season, in their last game against Burnley. And Batshuayi did not do anything, but Morata came in to score, so fans were going wild, wanting him to start in the next game. I think Alvaro Morata is going to start the game against Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, we are going to watch him. For Tottenham Hotspur, Harry Kane. He is a great player, he's a great scorer, and I think he's going to deliver in the game against Chelsea. We move on to our Manchester United game, which is against Swansea City, and of course, we are once again be watching Lukaku. He scored twice in the last game, and we will watch what he's going to do. But there is another player Manchester United fans will be looking at too, and that is Matic. He came in from Chelsea, took over the Manchester United midfield, and I think fans are happy with him. On the Ghanaian note, you'll be looking at Jordan Ayew, who will be playing for Swansea City in there. So that is it for that. In Bayern Munich versus Leverkusen, we are going to, of course, watch Robert Lewandowski. He's a great player, he's a great scorer, so we are going to watch out for him there. And then our last game is Barcelona versus Real Betis. Now, Lionel Messi, I think he's the only player who is making the Barcelona team tick right now. They had a bad game, let me say bad games against Real Madrid, and the only way they are going to recover is if Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez get their tick. But I think Real Betis, Messi is going to display, Suarez is going to display, so we will be watching out for them in there. So we move on to our predictions. Prediction. Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. It's going to be a really tough game, but considering how Tottenham Hotspur played in their last game, Chelsea also looking to recover from their defeat against Burnley, I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw between the two sides. And then we move on to Manchester United, who will be beating Swansea City by 2-1. I'm predicting that. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. Let's see. 2-0 for Bayern Munich, and then the last game, Barcelona versus Real Betis. Now, Barcelona have to show their intent in the Spanish La Liga. I think Barcelona are going to win that game by 4-0 against Real Betis. Yeah, I put it out there. Barcelona are going to win by 4-0. Now, this was Weekend Action brought to you by Paul's Ghana Sports. For more updates on these games and more, you can log on to pauls.com.ga/sports. And for those of you who fancy betting, put your money where your shout is. Bye for now.